we're going to get a little video here
Oh, okay.
of the demo.
Well, what I've been working on is the doctor consultation stuff. I'll show you some other things as well. I'm going to start off with the
it looks like they already did something with the Tax ID, because when I just tried it after I did the whole thing,
Yeah.
it says it looks like you already got one.
Okay. I know they tried. They tried, and there was something missing, so I filled out those forms. So this is the import set manager. So basically, we're going to take in leads from a variety of different places. They could be publishers that we're going to pay commissions on. They could be leads that we just buy flat out. It doesn't really make any difference. But they're probably going to come in some form of a comma-separated file or delineated in some way. So this was a test file, and you basically give it a name, say where you got it from. Vodia Publisher Network is us internally, and then we've got somebody called Media Pros, that a made-up name that we just put in here. And then you add the files, upload them in, and they become an import set.
Okay.
Now, whenever a new file comes in, it automatically opens it up, pulls out all the headers, and it generates a definition. And then that definition, you can expand on it, and this is what this is. This is the actual file that was associated with that import set. So it read all the column names that you see out here as data that is in that file, okay? And then what we do from here is we can attach functions to it so that we can clean the data on the way in. Like gender in our system isn't male or female, it's 0, 1, or 2. 0, we don't know what it is. 1, it's male. 2, it's female. Things like that. So we transform the data into we transform the data into something that our system recognizes, because in the end we have to manage our own data. We have stats columns if we want to look at certain things. You know, you can turn something on and it becomes a stats column, at which point it'll show up on a dashboard somewhere. Okay. If we want to attach data, we pick a target field from our database to attach it to. Okay. If it's going to be medical information, here's one, like surgeries. This is a medical field. So it's going to come out here and it's going to be like one of these. So if you've got conditions, you can list the conditions. Personal history, you select it. That's where it's going to tie the medical history to the actual patient. Okay. And then when everything is all said and done, you save your changes. You can go back to the import set, and then you would say, I want to take this one and I want to bring it in. It's either going to come in raw, meaning that we're going to work that lead, or it's going to come in as a customer, meaning somebody like Chuck already has generated a lead, he's already got a recording, it's already done. We're just taking that data and we're turning it straight into an order so that we can process it, okay? That leads us to the doctor consultation. So once it becomes an order, there's going to be some verification, obviously, that we talked about earlier that needs to go in there, but then it would become an actual order. So here's an actual consultation form for data that we've already pulled in. It shows the contact information, personal information, personal attributes. We have waist size, shirt size, and shoe size available in our system, so if they provide it, we put it there. If not, it just leaves it blank. We have the insurance information.
So this is an actual order, that one right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is insurance information, primary, secondary, and pharmacy, depending on if it's in a record. We leave it collapsed because nobody really wants to look at it, but we open it up and it shows us who the information is.
Carrier,
yeah,
the bin, the group number,
right.
Everything. Okay. When was this one done?
I honestly don't know. It could be from, like I said, it's a test system.
Oh, okay.
So it could be like an order that came from a file a month ago. It could have been from last weekend.
Okay.
I clip things out. Like, these are all fake notes. So if you want to add a note, the doctor wants to add a note for some reason, they can just pop some stuff in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
And put it in, and there's the note.
Where's the audio?
Audio is going to be, audio will be uploaded to the system.
Okay.
So when we attach that to the actual patient record, we'll upload that audio. It's going to be kind of similar to what I showed you before, where an import set, there's a place where you can drag and drop. You just drop it in. So here's the actual order. Now, the way that we're doing this is that for the pharmacy that this order went to, which is Sergio's, it defaults to the product where we're going to make the most money. But we're not doctors, and we can't say this is the product we're going to send. So what happens is that we list all of the pain products here for this pharmacy. So these are all pain products. So if the doctor says, you know what, I don't want to give this one, I want to give this one. Or I want to give this one, and I also want to give naproxen, I want to give, 5 refills, but only 2 on this or 1 on this one.
Okay, so he can customize it.
They can customize it.
Make his choice.
And then they can kind of go through, and then here's the medical history. Now, on this particular person, all these are closed because the answers to all these questions are no. Right? So we'll go ahead and disposition this one. Now we've gone to the next one automatically. Okay? Actually, I just jumped pages. So if I want to do it the right way, I would say I'm going to authorize this person. Now it's done. Now the doctor's on to the next one. That's all it takes for a doctor to do something. They can literally sit here and click this button.
Oh, okay. So he just did an order right there. He clicked on the prescription. He authorized it. Done. That's his bottom line there. Okay.
Right. Gotcha. If he wants more information, he clicks the need info and says, I need more.
But we don't pay him until we have a yes or no information. If you have more information, that's still
that's not complete.
Right.
So no result.
Request the information on this one. Then
the notes. Gotcha.
It would automatically, he would be like in a state of I need more information. And
who's responsible for getting that information?
We are, but just to understand, like we have to put that in there. 99.9% of the time, that's not going to happen. But we still have a just
no, absolutely. Yep.
No.
But okay, now here before I disposition this one because I know this one actually has an allergy. So now we're back on the survey. Everything in here's a no until we get to allergies, and then this person has an allergy to codeine, so it's automatically open.
Bam.
So as they're looking for things that they need are
red flags jump out
right in front of you, and we can literally make, we can make these things red or whatever we want to do, so that they actually know that there's information in them. This one's open as well because they were asked what is their pain level on a scale of 1 to 10, and they answered 3. So that's open for the doctor to see. So he can say, you know what, I'm okay on this one, so let's authorize that. Here's the next one. This person is 5'3", 274 pounds. They're looking for pain cream. They really should be on a diet. I don't want to deal with this one. I'll deny it. Why are you denying it? They're too big. They should diet first to see if that helps, right? And then that's it. So we can go through and we can actually, I'm just going to go ahead and pass. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and
pass, and that lead would get order would get reassigned to some other doctor.
Yeah, because it's a closed system, I'm going to go ahead and just authorize these, and then once it gets all the way down to the last little bit, it should either kick over. That's it. So now there's no more consultations. So when the doctor comes in, there will be a dashboard. I haven't signed yet.
My bad. My bad.
Good, thank you.
I'm sorry.
So once they're all said and done, then they'll have this particular screen. There's going to be a login screen, and it's going to be based on. I don't see.
So the doctor's done. Now how do you take now this and submit that to Sergio?
That's another back-end process that it's a Windows service that runs, and it's constantly looking at the orders database. So if we have an order, it might be fulfilled by one or more pharmacies. It could be one or more doctors. It all depends on what's there, because one of our doctors doesn't like migraine, but another one does. So the order routing system that built that particular order right then will actually say, how do I route this order and get it filled? If there's migraine on it, say 2 items will go to our doctor, Moakar, who will do them, and a migraine might go to another doctor. So Moakar actually, he comes in, he's going to see his 2 items, and he's going to authorize them. And that's going to authorize those items inside the database, but the order is still partially complete because the other doctor hasn't logged in yet.
Gotcha, okay.
But we can still send those to you. So then another process is going to say, okay, I've got, this order has 2 completed things on there. I can either group them on the same order form that I showed you, or they have to be separate. The pharmacy can tell us that. And then it'll basically say, okay, based on the fact that the doctor is doing an electronic signature, I'm just going to fax it over. That's
gotcha.
It.
Bless you, bless you.
Thank you. So that's how that process is going to work. Depending on whether or not the doctor is set up for printing and then signing on their own, then it'll be in a state of they need to print and we're waiting for them to come back, at which point the doctor will just, print it himself, sign it, scan it, upload it, and then they would come back to a screen that looks similar to this screen here, which is where you would drag the file. So they would just have their, their Explorer, and then they would come in and grab something from here and just, drag it onto the form.
Awesome.
And then it would upload, and then it would look for that barcode, and then say, okay, that goes to this particular patient, and we can verify that. And if we can't find it for whatever reason, because they fed it through sideways and the error correction that's built in didn't work for some reason, then it'd say I wasn't able to find these. Somebody will come through manually and say, okay, let me take a look at it and go, okay, this was this doctor, this order, I see the order information here, this is where it's supposed to go, click.
Bam.
And that's it. So
tremendous.
What I'm going to be working on today is taking the authorized orders that we just pushed through, and then taking those and getting them to the next stage. And I'm going to assume that we're going to do the electronic signature, because that's going to be more difficult than doing the other piece, because I've already written the other piece.
Okay.
Which is like the scan back and the upload.
Gotcha.
And that's that. And there's a few other things in here as well. We can manage products for a pharmacy. So this is Sergio's pharmacy. Here are all the products.
His ID is that one there, Sergio? That
2267
is Sergio,
yeah.
okay.
So here are the actual products that he works on. Okay, so you've got pain cream there. He has migraine. He's got 3 different solutions for migraine. He also does, I think, scar tissue. He's got that for scar tissue, right? So if we wanted to go in and say, this is all built on a ranking, right? So 3 boxes, we make more than if it's 2 boxes. So we rank this one, I did rank 10, 20, 30 like that, just so I have room to maneuver. I can like change this guy to a 15 and it'll be in the middle.
It's really 1, 2, 3, 4, but I got you. You get room for
it. I only have to change one that way.
Very cool.
So this is the one that we make the most money on based on rank. It's going to pick that one when it fulfills the order, and then the rest of them will show up. And if he doesn't want to give 3 boxes, he wants to give 2, doctor's decision. He clicks that one.
Gotcha.
We make a little bit less, but it's a doctor's decision.
Absolutely.
That keeps us in the right area. Can group and can refill. This is based on, can this prescription be linked with, say, scar cream? Can you put them on the same form? This particular pharmacy actually,
can group. That's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can group different things together. I've done similar software to this before in the past.
And if they said no, you can't group it, all those would be to the left.
Certain things have to be on their own, and certain things can be grouped. So you say, you know what, you can't group this one, turn it off. And then that actually works right this second. It's let's see if there's a console here. All right, so if I hit this, it's not the same as Firebug. Let's see if this one will go. Yeah, I don't have this one wired. It's not the same as the one I have at home. But this is all done live on the fly behind. So when I shut this one off, goes to the server, shuts it off, and comes back. It's done. They don't have to save anything. They don't have to like click any other buttons. This is automatic. So if they want to say, you know what, we're not doing this product anymore, they just go click, click, click.
Wow.
Anything with lidocaine is off. Now, when the orders come in for routing, it won't even look at these.
Gotcha.
It'll only look at the other ones.
Awesome.
And because this is the next one up, that's going to be the default.
And who can, and Sergio on his side can control that?
We can give them access to certain things.
But you don't. They just tell you which ones they deactivate and we do it?
We'll probably do both.
Gotcha.
Because Sergio might not want to get in there and do it. Just say, hey, we stopped doing this one.
Exactly.
Well, basically what will probably happen is they'll send us a new order form. So if they send us a new order form, we're going to look at it and we'll say, oh, they're not doing this product anymore. We'll kill this one. Or we'll turn around and we'll take this and then we'll change it.
So each time they change their formulary, we got to look at match it up.
Right.
Okay.
And then these fields right here are the actual location on the order form so that we know which of those boxes to check. I don't know if you saw that or not. There it is. So the select product field is the big box in the corner. So here are the the lidocaine ointments are down here like this, right? So we would put the name of that field in that position, the name of whichever these 4 and that position, and then the refill is going to be in that position there.
Gotcha.
So when this particular form comes out, we know it's this pharmacy, this is what you have to hit, and then it'll know exactly where to put the fields.
Gotcha.
So printing this at this point is just a matter of filling in the data for these here and taking the code already wrote.
And it'll already populate what's in here onto that and print it up and send it out.
Nice and clean.
Awesome.
So that's that part, and I think there's a couple of other little things in here. We have the concept of networks. We can have like a teledoc network, so we can actually allow other teledoc networks to use our software. We could give their doctors a login, and then we could create a new network, and then have a manager in between can look at things. So they could actually make money using our software managing their business because they're obviously very poor at it on their side.
And the software would create that spread where we can get some margin in there for what you built out.
Yeah.
So another source of revenue would be
that's what he was
revenue
talking
from
about
Teladocs.
before.
Exactly.
We can bring
Very
in
cool.
the other Teladocs and we can have that. We're going to have to separate all those different things, but it's all available.
So you can maximize the software to create revenue for what you built.
Yeah, we just kind of
almost
like
sell licenses, sort of, right? It's like a license.
Yeah, we're just kind of like building it all in one place, so that if we decide for whatever reason to separate it, so that for legalities or whatever, we just take the pieces out, get rid of the menu items, keep everything in the same database, make them talk across.
The name of it is Revodia. That's the name of.
Yeah, that's just we're looking for a name for it. It's not healthcare marketing. This is just a separate system and a domain I happen to own. So
we'll change it later, or that's the name we like.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's just the template, exactly. The name and the logo and all that. Okay.
Let's see if there's anything else in here. That's the only tool that's built out.
Reports.
Pharmacy. None of the reports are done yet.
Okay.
We're waiting for.
That's the last thing, right?
I build reports based on what's there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So once everything comes in, we say, okay, who needs to look at the data based on the orders that came in? There's based on the different networks. You've got the doctor network, the doctor managers, and then doctors, pharmacy network, pharmacy managers, pharmacies. And then on the publisher side, they've got networks and managers and their own thing as well. Plus, there's also admins, which is where we would be.
What are the publishers again? Those are our lead sources who are driving leads in here?
Yeah, they could be affiliates.
Okay. Affiliates are called publishers?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
All right, just want to make sure.
Sorry, that's...
throwing in some lingo on me.
I apologize.
That's
the new term is publisher, the old term is affiliates.
All right.
We're old school.
So technically, a publisher would be somebody you would buy leads for. A lot of times affiliates were people that would send things and get something on a per sale basis.
Gotcha.
Right? So you would be an affiliate. So like a publisher, the reason that
he's a lead guy.
Well, guys, back then sometimes they would just put magazines, articles in a magazine, or
and it came from that. He's a lead gen, more of a publisher. Gotcha.
We have two types of things that we have: A, the call centers we talked about earlier, and B, some guys we just buy data from.
Gotcha.
Right? So,
gotcha. But they're both considered publishers.
On our side internally, I would consider that an affiliate and a pub separately.
Gotcha.
But maybe nitpicking.
Show me real quick, if you could, Sergio's website. Do you track anything now? You don't track any orders. Brian does.
So
that's not your.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll show it to me later. That'd be the next tape. That was awesome. That's a